I'm Joel Urbina.
I'm Megan Bercasio.
And I'm Van Doe. And this is
our
Roadtrip Nation.
My name is Patty Roscoe, and I, for 27 years, had a company called PRA Destination Management. We're called a destination management company, and a company like ours are the local experts for anyone who is planning a meeting or a corporate event. I moved here from upstate New York in the 60s. I only had a high school education. I was a secretary, and just through a series of life adventures, I took every adventure that came my way. My best advice when you get somebody's ear is that you meet them, shake their hand, look in their eye, tell them what you want to do, and ask them if you can ask a few questions. I've had mentors. Yes, everybody needs mentors, and you have to determine who those people are. For me, it was the first boss I had in San Diego, who was an amazing man. He was general manager of a hotel, and he took me under his wing. I was only 24. He took me under his wing, and he taught me what it is to he taught me how to treat people. He taught me how to work hard. He taught me a lot about business, because I didn't really know a lot about business. I was a good secretary, but I didn't know a lot about business. Taught me a lot about that. And he taught me to give back to the community. And he said, if you're going to be successful in life, you have to always remember to give back to people who may not be as successful, so that you can help them in some way. So it was just a series of taking opportunities and risk taking. And I've always been a risk taker. The entrepreneurs by nature are risk takers.
You know, I think my time with Patty Roscoe was very interesting. I remember how she was working for the destination company called PRA, and I think her advice that she gave me was really helpful. She was talking about me having mentors, and I think I'll do that. Yeah.
Well, my name is Kevin Clark. I'm the Director of Finance for the Sheraton Suites here in San Diego. I've been in the hotel business for about 30 years now. It's been quite a while. And a Director of Finance takes care of all of the accounting and all financial matters of the hotel. So anything to do with the banking and the paying of bills and the financial statement preparation, all that sort of thing. That's what my job is. Well, I've been in the hotel business, as I indicated, about 30 years, and it hasn't always been in what I'm doing now as a Director of Finance. I started as a desk clerk. I've been a night auditor, which is a middle of the night person that covers the desk. It's something I started as a job while going to school to be a desk clerk, and I just fell in love with the hospitality business. It's a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of interesting people, and I've just stuck with it ever since. I was going to UCLA, and I was a political science major, and I was planning on going on to law school and who knows what after that. And my sister, who had worked in a particular hotel that was near my hometown, she was in a bind. She suddenly had 2 people that left the job, and they were short of people. And the phone was ringing, and I was on my way out the door. And I was one of those things where I was debating whether to go back and answer the phone or not. But, in those days we didn't have answering machines, so so I went back and answered the phone. And it was my sister, and she just asked if I would come down and help them out, even if it was temporarily. So I knew nothing about hotels, I knew nothing about being a desk clerk, but I was going to help my sister out, so I said fine. I went there, and I just fell in love with the job. I had my life mapped out. I was at UCLA. I was going to go into law school and that sort of a thing. I did not know anything about the hotel business. It was one of these things that I just got this job, and I've enjoyed it, quite a bit. I never really, thought about getting into, doing anything else.
So, what can you tell me about success?
It's a lot of hard work. You have to put a lot of effort. It does not come easy. Nothing is handed to you. And there's a lot of, there's some hard, bumps along the way. I mean, there are times where maybe you're doing everything right, you're really working hard, and things just don't work out, as far as that's concerned. But you should not get disheartened when those kinds of situations come up. And as many as those that happened to me in my past, there were those unexpected doors that just swung open for me. They were great opportunities, and I was able to go in and succeed a lot more.
Well, after the interview with Kevin Clark, I just realized that it's kind of okay to actually veer away from the path a little bit as long as it makes you happy and you're gonna love what you're gonna do. So I always kind of had it in my head that there was always just a set path you had to follow, but I guess I was wrong.
I'm Dr. Drew Talley, and I'm a biological oceanographer at the University of San Diego.
I'm Dr. Teresa Talley, and I am a part-time adjunct faculty member at University of San Diego and a postdoctoral researcher at University of California, San Diego at Scripps Institution of Oceanography.
Well, there's two main parts to my job. It's the teaching part and the research aspects of the job. So I both teach lectures and laboratories and work with students formally in the classroom.
And I, as the job implies, I'm a part-time faculty, so part-time teacher at University of San Diego, and that involves teaching usually core classes in biology. And then at University of California, San Diego, where I'm a researcher, I do wetland restoration research at mostly at Tijuana Estuary now. And again, as Drew said, involving undergraduates and high school students.
I always wanted to be a marine biologist, so as a little kid I loved going to the beach, sort of the typical things from someone who grew up in San Diego, enjoyed being near the water, going to the beach, seeing the animals in the tide pools. And so, although I took sort of a long pathway to get there, ultimately that was what I had always wanted to do.
And same with me, I just always knew, if you had asked me in the 4th or 5th grade, I would have said I wanted to be a marine biologist. And maybe part of it was just my parents and my grandparents had a big hand in raising my brother and me too. And they were just always pushing us outside. We were just always outside, so we kind of knew we both just really liked, the outdoors, nature, and that's what stuck.
Well, do I consider myself passionate about my work? Yes, absolutely.
Definitely. I said it's sort of all-consuming, so you kind of have to be. It's all or it seems to be all or nothing, but it's not.
I guess one thing I would add in is that you spend about 8 hours a day working and 8 hours a day sleeping, and that only leaves you 8 more hours to do whatever else you want to do. So, that's a third of your life spent working, and it's much better to have it be something you care about and enjoy than to have it be some 9-to-5 job.
I think the interview with Drew and Teresa went awesome. I've been wanting to work with marine biology for like a few years now, and seeing somebody who does it for a living and seeing their success is just a great thing.
Are you recording? All right, we're doing a mic check to see how this works. 1, 2, 3, test.
Okay. I'm Dr. Drew Talley. I'm a marine. Try again. Take 2. I forget the question.
Why don't you rewind it?
Her advice she gave to us was really pretty damn good. Can we say damn in there?
No.
Take 2.